Ever wondered how the spark of romance truly begins? Sometimes, it's a fleeting look across a room that makes your heart skip a beat. Other times, it's a quiet conversation that lingers in your mind long after you've gone your separate ways. Love and relationships can be full of these subtle moments, small signs that someone cares, unspoken gestures of affection, and conversations that make you feel uniquely valued. If you've ever questioned how to recognize real intimacy or wondered whether there's a deeper connection forming, you're not alone. People often communicate their feelings without even realizing it through nuances in tone, expression, and behavior. Romance isn't merely about grand declarations or dramatic gestures. Often, the biggest hints lie in the smallest actions. Those little clues can hold the key to understanding the depth of someone's devotion or the growing closeness between two people. By paying attention to the way someone listens, how they make eye contact, or whether they remember tiny details about your life, you can uncover a wealth of information about their emotional state. This awareness doesn't just help you read their feelings. It also empowers you to respond authentically and let your bond evolve naturally. Today, we're diving into several core elements that shape the tapestry of love and relationships. Each section highlights a different aspect, from the quiet warmth and a lingering glance to the active effort in supportive gestures. Learning to notice these cues could transform the way you connect with others. When you tune into the subtle signs of attraction, mutual care, and respect, you strengthen not only your confidence, but also your capacity for genuine intimacy. Have you ever felt that inexplicable pull toward someone the moment you meet? That initial spark of attraction can be both thrilling and puzzling at the same time. In many ways, this is where romance begins, an instantaneous feeling of connection that prompts you to want to know more about another person. This spark might present itself as a heightened awareness of their presence, a spike of excitement when they walk into a room, or even a flutter of nerves that leaves you momentarily tongue-tied. Interestingly, this first sense of attraction often works hand in hand with our natural instincts. Research suggests that even a slight physical response, like dilated pupils or a quickened heartbeat, can be our body's way of signaling that someone has captured our attention. It's less about conscious thought and more about a visceral reaction. Your mind might be busy forming words, but your body has already recognized that this person stands out from the crowd. This spark isn't necessarily a promise of lasting love, but it's a doorway. If nurtured, it can lead to profound emotional experiences, deep companionship, and even long-term partnership. The true test comes next, moving beyond that initial excitement and exploring whether the connection is more than just momentary attraction. Recognizing this spark for what it is, a first invitation to get closer, can guide you in deciding whether to pursue deeper interaction or simply savor a pleasant moment of intrigue. For many people, emotional closeness is a defining trait that separates a casual fling from a meaningful bond. It involves sharing not just personal interests, but also secret hopes, quiet fears, and heartfelt dreams. When two individuals find themselves opening up about childhood memories, personal setbacks, or life aspirations, it's often a clear sign that there's trust beginning to form. This willingness to be vulnerable is a powerful signal. It shows that both people feel safe enough to let down their guard. Emotional closeness doesn't blossom overnight. It develops through repeated exchanges, conversations that dig deeper than surface-level pleasantries. These talks might revolve around future goals, personal values, or even past heartbreaks. By listening actively and responding with empathy, each person demonstrates care and establishes a sense of security. Over time, both individuals learn that they can rely on each other for understanding and support, two crucial pillars in the foundation of lasting love. Cultivating emotional closeness calls for an open heart and a genuine interest in the other person's inner world. It means asking meaningful questions, paying attention to responses, and respecting boundaries along the way. Though it can feel risky to lower your defenses, the reward is a deeper, more authentic bond. When both partners consistently invest in emotional closeness, they often discover a form of intimacy that makes the relationship truly transformative. Physical affection, when approached with respect and care, can be an unspoken declaration of love. A gentle touch on the shoulder, a hug that lingers just a bit longer than usual, or even the playful brush of hands can all communicate a desire to be close. These small gestures often occur naturally, almost without conscious thought, and serve as a way of reinforcing the emotional ties that bind two people together. The power of such light, affectionate contact is more significant than it might seem. Studies show that even subtle forms of touch can foster feelings of trust and well-being. When someone reaches out, perhaps with a comforting hand squeeze during a tough moment, they're showing they want to share your emotional space. This helps to build a comforting environment where both people feel seen, valued, and respected. When you notice these signs of physical affection, it's essential to acknowledge them and, if you feel comfortable, reciprocate. A smile, a warm hug in return, or a soft hand on their arm can encourage a deeper sense of connection. Ultimately, mutual understanding of physical boundaries and preferences is what makes touch a source of comfort rather than discomfort. Paying attention to these gentle expressions can help you navigate the waters of attraction with respect and awareness, adding a layer of sweetness to your shared moments. Clear, honest communication is one of the most foundational elements of any fulfilling relationship. Without it, misunderstandings can fester, trust can erode, and both parties can feel unheard. When two people truly value each other, they make an effort to ask about each other's day, discuss topics that go beyond the trivial, and listen with full presence. This level of engagement indicates an eagerness to understand one another's perspectives and experiences. Effective communication isn't just about speaking well. It's also about listening actively, taking an interest in someone's stories, remembering small details, and asking thoughtful follow-up questions all demonstrate that you genuinely care about their views. This creates a warm and inviting space where deeper subjects, such as emotional needs and future goals, can be explored without fear or judgment. While it might seem basic, many potential relationship problems can be solved or even prevented through open dialogue. Checking in regularly about emotional well-being, aspirations, and even day-to-day stressors can solidify the bond you share. When communication is a two-way street, both people learn to trust that their voice matters. This trust can be the difference between a fleeting romance and a resilient partnership that stands the test of time. Supportive gestures, whether big or small, have a profound impact on how loved and secure we feel in a relationship. It could be making someone's favorite meal after a rough day, offering a ride when their car is in the shop, or even showing up at an important event to provide moral support. These actions speak louder than words because they reveal a person's willingness to invest their time, energy, and care. When someone consistently offers support, it sends a clear message. Your life and your happiness matter to me. This sense of being looked after can deepen the emotional connection, giving both partners confidence in the relationship's staying power. It's not about monetary gestures or lavish gifts. Often, the simplest acts, like a comforting text when you're feeling low, hold the greatest significance. Support is a two-way street, and mutual helpfulness strengthens the bond. If both partners feel they can rely on each other when things get tough, they're far more likely to navigate life's obstacles together. Encouraging words, a listening ear, or simply standing by someone's side can transform ordinary moments into the building blocks of a loving, enduring connection. Shared interests often serve as a wonderful gateway to deeper intimacy. When two people discover they love the same music, relish the same cuisine, or get excited about the same hobbies, it opens up a space for fun, bonding, and mutual exploration. These commonalities add color and texture to a relationship, creating opportunities for shared memories and experiences that draw you closer. Exploring interests together can also lead to greater understanding. Maybe you decide to take a cooking class, embark on a weekend hiking trip, or binge watch a series you're both curious about. These collective activities provide a platform for teamwork and cooperation. During such moments, you're not just entertaining yourselves. You're learning about each other's problem-solving styles, senses of humor, and emotional reactions to various situations. However, shared interests don't need to be forced. If you don't share every single hobby, that's perfectly okay. What matters is showing genuine support for each other's passions, even if they differ. Being curious about what excites your partner and being willing to share in some of those experiences can be an authentic display of love. This openness can solidify respect and admiration, ultimately bringing both people closer. Respect for individuality is just as crucial as finding common ground. While shared interests can unite you, it's equally important to celebrate what makes each person unique. Each partner in a relationship brings their own experiences, perspectives, and aspirations. A healthy bond allows room for personal growth and independent exploration, even as you journey together. When you honor each other's individuality, you create a sense of freedom within the relationship. It becomes possible to pursue personal goals, whether educational, career-based, or creative, without feeling restricted or judged. This respect fosters confidence and self-worth, as each partner knows their identity is seen and appreciated rather than overshadowed by the relationship. Paradoxically, giving each other space can bring you closer. When you know you can carve out time for your own pursuits, you return to the partnership with renewed energy and insight. This balance between togetherness and autonomy helps prevent resentment and burnout, paving the way for a loving connection built on mutual respect and genuine admiration for each other's distinct qualities. Trust and vulnerability form the bedrock of any deep romantic bond. Trust emerges when both partners show honesty, consistency, and dependability, creating a safe emotional space. Vulnerability, meanwhile, is the act of letting someone see the parts of ourselves we often hide, our worries, fears, or mistakes. When trust and vulnerability intertwine, they create an atmosphere where both people feel genuinely accepted and cared for. These qualities don't develop instantly. They evolve through shared experiences and open dialogue. When you communicate openly about your boundaries, respond compassionately to each other's concerns, and stick to your word, trust naturally flourishes. Vulnerability complements this by fostering an environment where it's okay to admit you don't have all the answers or that you've stumbled along the way. The result can be a relationship where both people feel free to be themselves, unguarded and real. There's a profound sense of relief in knowing you won't be judged or abandoned for showing who you truly are. This sense of security acts as the glue that holds everything else together, allowing emotional closeness, physical affection, and active communication to thrive in a harmonious and supportive environment. In the end, romance and love are not solely about dramatic confessions or cinematic declarations. They are woven from myriad subtle threads. The reassuring warmth of a lingering glance, the courage to open up and share deep-seated feelings, and the gentle affection expressed through comforting touches. By tuning into these moments of sincerity, you allow yourself the chance to truly see another person's heart and let them see yours. As you navigate the path of relationships, remember that consistent effort often matters more than sporadic grandeur. Continuously investing time and attention in understanding your partner can spark real emotional connection. Whether it's through meaningful conversations, supportive gestures, shared passions, or respectful acknowledgement of individuality, every action contributes to the overall tapestry of your love story. So, the next time you notice someone leaning in a bit closer when you speak, or recalling a minor detail you mentioned in passing, pause for a moment. These subtle clues might be revealing a deeper connection waiting to be nurtured. Recognizing them opens the door to genuine closeness and the kind of affection that can bloom into something truly remarkable. When you honor these signs, you empower your romantic journey, forging a bond built on trust, mutual respect, and heartfelt devotion.